Hey, welcome to the channel. This is Matt Cam89, and today I have some great console pickups for you. Two of which I got for free, and two I got through Goodwill Finds, which I've ordered quite a few times from them, and have been pretty happy with the items that I've gotten through them. And I wasn't actually looking to purchase anything, but they had sent a email a few weeks back, and they were offering with a promo code $25 off of any purchases $50 or more. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's take a look. And I had some consoles in mind that I was looking for, um, namely a Dreamcast, but I didn't find anything. Um, so I ended up skipping out on whatever they had for Dreamcast. I find the prices on them to be rather high at the moment. But I ended up finding a great deal on a PlayStation 2 and an Xbox. Now, the PlayStation 2, I actually had the fat model, which I sold on my eBay store not too long ago. Um, One of the reasons why I did that is because I really wanted a slim model if I was going to stick with a PS2, and I do have a PlayStation 3 that is backwards compatible. I've cleaned that out. It works for rather well. Um, it isn't perfect. Some of the games don't run perfectly on that model, so it was great to be able to pick up a new PlayStation 2. And this was going for $50, and it was going as untested. So that's kind of the caveat too with Goodwill Finds, is you can find some great deals on these systems here. Um, Especially if they are untested. And it's got a few scratches on the backside and the top. It's not perfect, but overall it's a really clean system. I've already opened this up, not much to it. Already cleaned it out. This system works fantastic. I've already played quite a bit of games on this. And you know after the coupon, I ended up getting this for $25. A little bit more with shipping. It was something like $6, $25 plus $6 shipping, to get a working PlayStation 2 Slim model, which everything on it is working. The Ethernet port works. The cool thing is I actually played with my daughter. I have two copies of Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I popped one in here, and I popped one in the PS3 that's backwards compatible, and we actually did a couple LAN matches of Star Wars Battlefront 2, PS3 to PlayStation 2, and it worked flawlessly. So very, very happy with this. The other cool thing about getting untested consoles, whether you're Goodwill or Savers, is a lot of times they don't even open it up. So whatever reason, they didn't have the power cords to test these systems, so they sell it as untested. Great deal. It's always a risk though. I could have got this system. There could have been something wrong with the laser disc, or might have not powered up at all. But when I popped this bad boy open, there was a free game inside. So I did get a free game. And I'll show you the game now. Obviously, it's a loose disc because it was in the system, but I ended up coming with Kingdom Hearts, which honestly, I've never played this game and I hear nothing but great things about it. So glad to have a free game. It also came with two memory cards, a black one and also a generic, look like a see-through red one as well. But this is an official OEM PlayStation 2 memory card that it came with. And this system, actually, believe it or not, when I powered it up and checked out the save data, it was played rather recently. I want to say 2020 was the last game that was played, and it was Kingdom Hearts, the game that just happened to be in the system. So whatever happened, they ended up donating. Maybe they you know were playing it during COVID, and for whatever reason, they just decided to donate it after that. But great system there, especially for the price point. Now, the other system that I picked up was also another untested system, so it was rather cheap. That one ended up costing me about $30, and I already own this console. However, I wanted another one because, well, for two reasons. But mainly the reason why I wanted another one is the model of the original Xbox that I own. It is a newer one, and apparently those newer ones have issues playing certain games. And kind of boggles my mind that Microsoft would release a console that would have issues playing certain games. Now, it's odd because it has issues playing certain games at certain resolutions. So if you play the game in 480i, and I'll give an example, there's two games actually. Let me grab them. And both of these games are actually games that I enjoy. So I want to be able to play them, and I want to play them at the resolution that's going to look best on my, setup. So when I play either of these two games on my original Xbox, Men of Valor being one of them, which is a great game, and Reckless, which I recently got in an unboxing for Video Games Monthly, the screen would be scrambled and there's nothing that you could do to fix it. Now, my original Xbox is actually modded, and I tried all the patches and things like that, and it still didn't work for me. So I happened to be looking on Goodwill, had that coupon. I'm like, you know what? They have an Xbox that's untested. It's at a great price, and I have all the extra hookups. So I have everything to have both systems going, and I ended up picking up another Xbox that's an older version. This one I've already opened up and cleaned out as well, repasted it. And this is just an older Xbox that has no issues playing these games. And I played these, both Men of Valor and Reckless, the other day in 480p, and they played no problem. And this console does have a little bit of an issue, which I may fix later down in the line, down the road, but I'm not too worried about it. The power button itself does not work. So in order for me to boot up the system, I do have to hit the disk drive button, but it does boot it up. The only downside is, when I try to turn off the system, obviously the power button doesn't work. So I have to unplug it from the back. So I'll probably at some point look for a new power button and replace that to get it working, because obviously it's not good to be pulling the plug on any of your game consoles, no matter how old it is. But yeah, untested, happens to work other than that one issue that I said. I think $30 is a steal. Also came with a free game. Pretty much almost every console that I've purchased, whether it been through Savers or Goodwill that's been untested, has always come with a free game. And it's funny watching Jacob R's video, because he buys a lot of consoles from Goodwill, and most of the systems, they have a game inside. And this one ended up coming with a game that I did not own as well, and that is Dead or Alive 3 for the original Xbox. And also tried that just to make sure that it worked, and it booted up no problem. So it's kind of cool to see the history of, this was, before it was donated, this was the last game that was in that console, and that they played. So pretty cool. Now, the next two games, like I had mentioned earlier in the video, game consoles that I had mentioned earlier in the video, I got them for free. So I haven't been doing YouTube for a long time, but even in the short amount of time, I've had a lot of support from friends and family, and they knew that I was looking for a particular console, the Nintendo Wii U, and I had reached out to them. I knew they had one, and this is family. And I had offered, if you're not using those consoles, I'm willing to pay for them, whatever the market rate is for those consoles, because I know that they take care of their stuff, and I knew I would be getting a good console, as opposed to, buying online and just never knowing who the previous owners were. And they decided that they were going to give me these consoles for free. They knew what I've been trying to do, building this channel, and they want to support me. And so grateful for family that's been supportive, and so grateful that they've gave me these consoles, and it's two of them. One of them is a Nintendo DS, which I wasn't looking to buy one, but they said, you know what, it's just sitting, it's collecting dust, and we know that you're gonna take good care of it, and it's something that you're gonna enjoy. And this thing is in great condition. Also comes with the power cord. It did not come with any games, but I did get one game in one of the Love Again media boxes. So, I didn't have one. So, what an awesome surprise. And so grateful for family members that are willing to do something like this for me. So, it's in great condition. You can see that the screens are nice and clean, no scratches. So their son, who owned this, took very good care of it, or did not play it a lot, whichever the two is. But usually, when you find these systems, especially used, they usually have a lot of scratches, especially on the bottom screen. But this one is in great condition, plays good, all the buttons feel good. So excited to get that. Um, but the console that I'm most excited about out of all of this is the Nintendo Wii U. I know for a lot of people this was a very disappointing console. Um, for me, it's one of my favorite consoles. I think it's extremely underrated. Has a great support of first party games, and had a ton of good third party games in the beginning, but obviously Nintendo dropped the ball. So overall, the system was very disappointing. But for those of us that got this console, we had a lot of great games. And this console, especially during the time I was a youth minister, um, the assistant youth pastor in the church. So, this console provided a lot of laughs, a lot of memories with the youth group, and the teens in the church. And we just would play games like Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart and Nintendo Land, and we just had so much fun with it. So, such an awesome console. It gave so many great memories, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. It's a console that I've been wanting to rebuy. Um, Fellow YouTuber, I saw he got a great haul where he got a complete in box Nintendo Wii U, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get that console. So grateful to the family that ended up giving me their Nintendo Wii U at no cost. It comes with everything, all the cables. It has a gamepad. I just have it charging right now. System works flawlessly, no issues, and it also came with a free game as well, which is Super Smash. So awesome system. And that's everything that I've got as far as console pickups. I am working on another video, thrifting video, because I do have quite a bit of games actually to show off as far as thrifting goes. I got a lot of great pickups, as well as a Loved Again media box. So I'm sorry that I've been a little bit behind. It's a busy time of the year with just family events and Christmas programs and all kinds of things. And but I'll get those videos out to you. So thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought was the best deal that I got, whether it was the free systems or the Xbox or PlayStation 2 Slim, which is also a great deal as well. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought was the best. And as always, thank you and God bless.